Welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Warrior Monsters. Last time, we returned to Great Tree along with our sister Milieu, even if that maybe wasn't the plan. We uncovered every gate in the game, explored all of the new things available to us, and of course, reunited with our monster team. Today, we're going to jump right on in to the Gate of Control, where the Slime family resides. Now, to be honest, this is a big dungeon. 29 random floors, one final boss floor. It's got a bunch of slimes in it, and let me tell you, they're pretty tough. Now, ultimately, I don't plan on actually clearing this gate. What I want to do is get us as quickly as possible to floor 21 and above. Because on that floor, we will encounter Metabbles, which provide the highest EXP we can gain in the wild. At least, I believe, from just random battles. I want to say foreign masters that have Metal Kings will yield the most EXP in the game, but at the same time, they are incredibly rare, and in order to find them, we need to be a fairly high level. So, I figured, in preparation for facing all of this endgame content, all the incredibly hard fights that we have before us, I want to come here right away. Namely, so I can get all of the farming out of the way. I plan on being here for a fairly long time, if I'm going to be honest. Our team is decently leveled, sure, but by the time we leave, I want all of us to be a ridiculous level, if I'm being completely honest. Otherwise, I think our battle plans should be fine from last time. Now, as you can see, they're slimes. They're what you expect. Generally speaking, all of these gates will go in a fairly similar way. All the easy floors are first, with most of the monsters you're familiar with, ramping up gradually. The deeper you go, the harder stuff you'll fight. That's why I'm kind of blitzing through all this early stuff. There's just nothing that interesting here. All the floors are massive. The item pools are fairly average, if I'm being completely honest. There's not much to see or say. It's what you've come to expect. So really, all the interesting stuff comes when you get to the later floors. That's generally speaking where you're going to be finding all the unique monsters that you haven't seen in the wild, and being able to actually gain notable EXP. As you saw, the fights that, well, we're doing now, they're not really worth much. One scorching, you're done. You keep moving. Now, if it didn't lower our team's overall morale, I would probably just run from these. But, may as well kill them, get the EXP, move on your way. And besides, luckily with map magic, we are making very, very good time. Let's see, there we go. Keep on patrolling. Now, like I said, I don't want to clear this right away. I honestly want to go out of my way to clear all of the gates in order. At least as much as I can in terms of order of Dragon Quest game, because they ramp up in difficulty. The boss here is one of the later ones, as evidenced by its position and how it was kind of one of the last ones in the gate room. So as much as I love recommending coming here right away, the boss might prove itself fairly difficult. I don't doubt that after a bunch of farming we could defeat it, but it would be a little weird beating the boss of Dragon Quest III before you fought the previous ones, because I believe it's Zoma who resides here, if memory serves. Otherwise, oh boy, big old floor. Now we do have plenty of items. all of our world dews, our elf waters, world leaves, warp wings. We are pretty darn set to sit here for a very, very long time. And that's kind of the plan, is ideally get as quickly to the later floors as we can. Find Metabbles, beat Metabbles, gain loads of EXP, and then move on. Admittedly, there's a very good chance that today's episode is going to be fairly short, just because I want to go out of my way to show you this, so that way I can get farming and prepared for what's to come, and so you guys can also get the info and do with it what you will. Otherwise, keep on a-trekking. Now you may have noticed too, almost every single floor has been, or actually I think every single floor has been its max size, so you gotta be careful. Now along the way, I will more than happily fight the foreign masters, because we have some pretty cool monsters. Obviously, free heals and stats, always a good thing, don't ever pass them up. Now they will be a little more difficult, but I'm not terribly worried. Now, I didn't really bring any meat, because I don't plan on recruiting anything here. Maybe eventually we'll get a spot king or something, but it's easier to find them on earlier gates with less hassle and better EXP yield. So while you can use these gates for recruiting, unless the monster you're looking for is only recruitable there, or you just already happen to be there, I would generally use a different gate. It's just easier. Still, I can't fault you if you want to just jump into any one of these. What the heck? Why can't I move that way? Weird. Huh. I've never seen that before. That just threw me off my train of thought completely. Huh. Well, alright. I suppose be careful. Sometimes you can get stuck on nothing. Didn't know that could happen. Otherwise, like I was saying, keep on going. Because we want to get as nice and far as we can. Oh, that's what I was saying, is recruiting monsters from here. Sure, you can do it. Is it worth your time? Maybe. If the thing you're looking for only shows up here, then yeah. Otherwise, you're just better off going anywhere else to find most monsters, because typically you find the rarer, harder ones a little sooner in most early gates. Like Spot Kings especially, we can find those in the previous gates a little easier than we can here, and we'll be getting way more EXP along the way of doing it. So usually, I don't like using this gate for slimes, but if I'm in a pinch and need to grab one, sure, why not? Again, more foreign masters. I will always take the opportunity to fight them. Notably a Centaur. Eventually, we will need one of those, so it's kind of cool I got to see one and mention that, speaking of not catching anything today. But eventually, I will need one. Man, 132. Gosh, I forgot how much our team hurt. Good seeing it. 1 damage to soul, nothing to worry about. Now, the only thing I'm worried about, and this might be a problem, is that Metabbles have a tendency to run away. Now, we saw that Metal Cut wasn't really doing much for us before against, like, the Metal Man's monsters. It may or may not work out well for us. So I'm kinda hoping that we'll be strong enough to actually use it correctly, but I guess we'll see. And if not, oh well. Also, too, there's a notable limitation of Surge. It can only be used in battle. So until we get into another fight, Rose is going to be poisoned. Not the end of the world, but not ideal either. Luckily, it is just poison, so I'm not too worried, but still, it's a little annoying, if nothing else. Ooh, nice small floor. I guess if I could find an antidote herb or something, I would like to use that, but... Oh, I didn't use step guard. Quick, pop that on up. All good. Ooh, okay, we're far enough to see some of these enemies. I'll set Soul to Cautious. And then, honestly, I'll put Toto on Charge, because he can just start blasting enemies. Also, too, I'll put a flashing light warning there. Surge also flashes the screen. It is a little unfortunate that they didn't have better ways of showing that. But hey, old Game Boy Color limitations, you know how it is. Keep on trekking, which we are making pretty good time. Floor 14 already is great. Our stats are still doing pretty good. We got plenty of HP and MP, which is excellent. Labbit and Slime Knight. I love seeing them. Keep everyone like so. I do want to be a little careful about swapping them too much, but seeing as they've all been hot-blooded for so long, I can afford to swap them a couple times in battle. It'll be fine. Let's see. Maybe go down a little, see if we can see where the mystical is. Perfect. Ooh, rock slimes. Pretty cool. I do love the rock throw ability. It was one of the things we used early on. Because it is just good. Doing like what? It was like 100-some odd damage. Really excellent. Jourdain just cleaning house. Love to see it. I am hoping that we get to see some of the newer, more explosive moves that our team knows. Not explode it specifically, but a very close cousin to it, we will say. Now, I do want to be a little careful with using all of Toto's MP, just because he is our Map Magic and Step Guard user. But, like I've said before, they cost so little MP that you can go a screen or two without using them and totally be fine. So usually by the time you recover the MP, you're good to go. I'm gonna be so honest, I'm just using the Warp Stave. Because, yeah, the total end of this floor, I could not be bothered. One thing, too, we've gone through quite a few floors, and we've not seen a special floor. It feels like they don't spawn the special floors as often in these later gates, but I feel that's just a placebo effect. I don't think it's actually true, but I guess I also don't know for certain. I just remember that when I played this game originally, I never found very many, so be careful of that. You can't reliably find them as often, I think. Who knows? Could just be we're unlucky. It's very possible. At least we've still got plenty of skill to back up our unluckiness, though. That is always good. Perfect. Step guard, just because force of habit, map magic. Oh, golly, okay. Go up a little just to see if we can... Okay, so it's definitely like bottom right corner somewhere. Okay, perfect. Ooh. He's a good opportunity. But I really don't want to go to the very end of the dungeon. Just because I don't want to, skip the floors if I can help it. So we'll just ignore him for now, even though I would like to fight him. Also, too, I don't want the final floor music, or whatever it is, to play, because I like the normal music of walking around, just doing whatever. It's much more calm. So if I were you, if you know, come into one of these and you need one of the later floor monsters, I would definitely take that opportunity. It's just we're already so close. I may as well just walk there. Because what, we're 1 floor away? 2 floors? It's not bad. Not bad at all. Plus, too, it gives me leniency, where if I need to find items or something to try to heal up or recover or who knows what, I'll be able to. Also, holy money. That's excellent. That'll go right to our rib funds. Or, well, sirloin funds. Should've just said meat, that would've been a better all-encompassing term. Not that I ever really plan on using ribs again, but hey, we do have one, so maybe I'll use it eventually. Worst case, we can always sell it for some money. Ooh, big critical, 252, pretty good. I doubt we'll see a level before we get to the Metabble floor, but... Ooh, goodness. Love water, honestly? To use the herb on Rose. Pick that up. Any extra bit of healing is always appreciated. Hey, look at that. The intuition came through. And now that we are on floor 21, from here forward, we will encounter Metabbles. So ideally, what we'll do, use map magic, apply a step guard, and then pretty much just run around this floor till we find them. That's really all there is to it. I would say feel free to explore, find any items if you can, find a good place and hunker down. You'll also find spot kings, which will offer a bit more of a challenge, and they're still quite worth farming, or about grinding, because they do drop pretty good EXP. They can be a little rough with some of the skills they know, but with a Thordane, they're not that tough. And I mean, for 1,200 EXP, they're fairly worth your time. Ooh, a fighter, okay. In this case, let's use our love waters we have, just because we may as well. Sure, there we go. Like a dizzy person on a cliff, I kinda doubt it. Ooh, a stone man and a big eye. Okay. I'm never gonna use it otherwise. We'll use our rib. And then I don't foresee these guys being too dangerous. I guess if one of them randomly pulls out Massacre or something, that would suck, but I kinda don't see it happening. Between a Zap and a Thordane, I don't think they'll last very long. Yeah, no chance. Easy peasy. Then, let's see. Get a Warp Wing and an Antidote. Sure. It didn't hurt us to use the other items. If anything, we've benefited. So, I'll take it graciously. Interesting floor layout, too. But I figure, seeing as we're just in the neighborhood to beat up Metabbles, may as well walk around and see what we can find. So you might get repellent, if you need it. Could be useful, to be honest. More spot kings, very useful. Now, to be fair, because this floor, or these floors forward, can have Metabbles and spot kings, as well as, I believe, slime boards. Coming here to get them isn't the worst idea. Like I said, we have easier ways of getting spot kings, but if you're looking for them guaranteed while trying to get some EXP or the Slimeborg, you can do worse. You can do worse. Coming here is almost never a bad idea. Oh, also rock slime. Hello. To be honest, I didn't know they showed up here. Neat. Kinda funny that the rock slime is amongst royalty, but hey. Whatever works for them. I'm surprised they actually lived this time. Normally, one round is good to go. I guess, too, if I want, I could put Rose on Go All Out, too, just for the extra damage, because we really don't need status ailments that much, so let's just put everyone on charge. That way, too, if we happen to find a Metabble, ideally everyone will be ready to go. Metabbles, much like most Metal Slime enemies, are pretty much immune to every magic, so don't try much. I think they're vulnerable to something goofy. Like, if memory serves, I think they can be put to sleep or lose a turn from some of the weird, like, turn removal skills and abilities, like some of the dances, like Lure Dance. I'm gonna have to check that. But I think there is something goofy that they're technically weak to. Also, too, I feel like I'm not having a lot of luck, so continue a floor, may as well. Re-up our Step Guard and our Map Magic. Perfect. Ooh, and this is much easier to explore, so I like this setup much, much better. Not that, you know, being in a fiery volcano cave with a bunch of lava or magma on the floor is great, but oh, there's what we're looking for. So notably, they do run away, but if they stick around, then we can get some excellent EXP. Now, they will spam explode it, which is annoying. But if we can manage to beat that Metabble, oh boy, will we be raking in the EXP. And I'm hoping this Thordane gets rid of the spot things. Perfect. And now, assuming it doesn't run away, we have a good chance of actually killing it. Now, it will deal a lot of damage, but that's where hopefully we can come in and do some of the healing. Good 2 damage, 1 damage, come on. Alright, good 4. I'm gonna hold off on the healing. Hopefully this Metal Cut finishes him. Not quite, tries to escape. Oh, unlucky. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, they are resilient little things. But still, good attempt, good attempt. Usually you'll only find 1 or 2. I don't know if I've ever seen a battle of all 3 being Metabble, but it would be nice to see it. Well, speak of the devil, there's 2. I'm gonna put everyone to their usual stuff, just because I want to be a little careful, because these guys are gonna be whipping out some big damage. Yeah, that exploded. I knew it was gonna hurt. I knew it. It's fine, though. I can use probably a World Dew to heal Toto up. Perfect. He casts Revive. That's exactly what I wanted. And then we'll just use a World Dew. So as you can see, Metabble hunting is dangerous. It's not easy. Luckily, they're using just Firebolt. So nothing too bad. I do kind of wish Soul would stop using magic against just one enemy. It'd be much easier to just attack. But such is the way of things. Explode it. Cool to see it. Not great against anything other than the slime board. Get a good hustle in. And then let's do charge. I'm gonna put Rose on mixed and do charge for Toto. See what happens. So I want to see if maybe Rose can use something like Ultra Down or something. Ooh, Rain Slash. That's a good idea. When it hits. I guess that's the problem, isn't it? And depending on what happens, there's twin hits. That's what I was hoping for. Probably going to use a World Dew, just to see if I can keep everyone sustained. Because those explodits do hurt. Now, luckily, Metabbles never really could ever kill Soul, so that is good. And I like the idea of Rain Slash, but Soul's speed is just not quite there. More twin hits, okay. 2 damage, that's good. Let's just put everyone on charge. Oh, okay. They got away, I tell ya. They're tricky little things, they really are. Now, worst case, I might just have to have everyone probably take commands. Oh, we have a priest? Oh, that is an excellent opportunity. Okay, I'm definitely going to be here for a while. So I think what I might do is I might pause until we find a Metabble, and then see if we can beat one, and then once we beat one, we'll celebrate a victory. And honestly, that'll probably be the episode. So I will be back once I find Metabble. Alright, finally another Metabble. That took probably a good 5 minutes or so. But I think what I want to do is let's actually command our monsters just to see if we can pull some of this off. Because I want to use Metal Cut and then Twin Hits on Soul. Meanwhile, honestly, I'll just have Toto still charge. Because I figure if we can get a Metal Cut off, and then Twin Hits and another Metal Cut, I hope that'll be enough damage in order to get rid of the Metabble. It seems even Toto's in on it, so that's good. Oh, so Rose falls asleep. Interesting. Now really, I just need him to keep using Metal Cut on the Metabble. And then Toto... Honestly, is there anything I want you to do? Not particularly. I guess just attack the Metabble again. Let's see what happens. Come on, Metal Cut. 4 damage. And we got him. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to have to do if we want to actually take out Metabbles, but it is going to be more than worth the trouble. Trust me. So otherwise, I'll set everyone back to where they were. But it is good to know that that plan does work. So yeah, they had, what, about 7 HP? So it was, what, 4, 2, and 1? So yeah, 7. They luckily don't have too much, but they are annoying to take care of. Still, once we beat this fight, just you wait to see that EXP roll on in. Also, I realize Rose is not on any specific command. Not a big deal. 22,000 EXP. 22,549 EXP, to be precise. That is insane. Rose hits level 30, gaining 8 HP, 10 MP, 6 attack, 7 defense, 7 agility, 7 intelligence. Toto hits level 33, gaining 4 HP, 5 MP, 3 attack, 3 defense, 5 agility, no intelligence. Yeah. Metabbles are insane. Soul will now get a level if we beat another one, Rose will almost get a level, and so will Toto. Do you see why farming Metabbles is kind of crazy? They are extremely worth your while to farm. That's the reason I wanted to point this gate out as soon as possible. So long as you have strong enough monsters for it, Metabble hunting is exclusively worth your time. It is so good. Now, I'm not going to command them this time. I'm going to see if they can figure it out on their own. Just because you can get your team strong enough where they can just take them out on their own, but it is kind of rare. Normally what happens is they'll take out every other monster, hit the Metabble once or twice, and then it runs away. That's the most typical outcome, but we'll see what happens this time. I do like the use of Magic Wall there, very intelligent there, Rose. And yeah, see, this time, we didn't even hit the Metabble, and it ran away. I think if they run, they just guaranteed get away, so there's really no stopping them if they do, but it is just chance. so don't feel too bad if they end up running away. Also, I think I do... no, I should save my elf waters for when I really need them. So I think for now I'll put Toto on cautious so he doesn't use a ton of magic. And then we'll have Rose on charge. But yeah, as you can see, Metabbles are insane for EXP. They are just the cream of the crop, the best of the best. You're not going to find a better, consistent source of EXP than the Gate of Control, floors 21 through 29. It is insane. Frankly, now that you've seen this, after this fight, that's probably going to be it for today. I plan, between episodes, on doing an insane amount of farming, to the point where hopefully everyone's about mid-40s, namely Soul. Maybe I'll get him to just 40, or maybe mid-30s, I don't know, we'll see. Depends on how long it takes, realistically. But I want everyone being much more powerful, because we just need a power increase like nobody's business. And although we were strong enough to finish the game, for what's coming up, we need all the power we can get. Come on now. Ooh, with full force. Big critical for 237 damage. Criticals, my beloved. Another 22,221 EXP. Soul hits level 25, gains 1 HP, 12 MP, 6 attack, 12 defense, no agility, 5 intelligence. Beautiful. I can't think of a better way to end off an episode. Next time we play Dragon Warrior Monsters, we'll ideally be much tougher, restock up on items, and then start making our way through all the gates proper with our incredibly powerful team. At least, that's the hopes. Maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll gain a few levels, take on a gate, gain a few levels, take on a gate, and something like that, kind of rinse repeat. We'll see what happens. As always, I'm Brett. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.